What's up, folks? Welcome back to Bearded, Wholesome, and All Things Baltimore. I'm the host, Matt Trigger. With me today is a very special guest, the Baltimore hip hop legend himself, the superstar, Damond Blue,
What's the
and my
vibes?
boys. What's going on, Damon? And my boy, Zach, Rebel Bands. What's going on, man? How you doing?
You already know, man. I'm alive and well. I'm
I'm
blessed
here.
and highly favored. Thank you for having me on the show, Matt. I appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Bams for always supporting me. Right there in my videos,
Hey,
right
brother,
there,
Yes,
at my
yes,
I,
yes.
shows.
I, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I told Matt, I said, this is the man that really pushed me to. You give me a lot of motivation, man. Like
Likewise,
I
same
know
here, brother. Same here, brother. It's the same thing. Likewise, man. Talk to me. What y'all got going on?
Not much, man. We're
you
just kind
you
of,
you 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 don't
getting the
come
season started.
a long way.
Say it again.
Just, I mean, hey, you were influential with Zach. I've known Zach since he was a little kid, man. That's my guy right there. I know his whole family.
Right.
Uh, I know we all grew up in the neighborhood together. He's a little bit younger than me, just a tad bit. He's more my brother's generation, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm just getting season 4 kicked off, man. You're my second episode of 2023, so
Oh, this is a blessing, man. This is
yeah,
amazing. I'm glad I could be a part of the show. I'm
I'm
glad I can, this gives me a platform to express myself and talk about the things I've been doing thus far. So let's get into it, man. Talk to me. What you got going on?
I'm just doing my thing, man, with the show and trying to bring on different people. I sent you the recording with Bernard Pollard the other night, and
That was fire. That was fire. That was fire, man. It was really
yeah,
dope.
that was a passion filled interview. That's what I've been looking to do, man, with the show is just kind of explore different venues and options of the city in
Matt,
itself, and
can I but
no problem. Go ahead, do your thing, man.
can I butt in for a second? I want to ask you, Blue, because I know me and you had a few conversations back in the day. When you first started, you talked to me about the battle rap scene,
Yeah, I did. I did.
and that's when you first sparked off was on the battle rap scene.
Yeah.
Did you ever get the chance to did you ever fall in with the pit fights with Shaka Pits and
I was there. Shout out to Shaka Pitts. Shout out to everybody that Shaka Pitts was somebody in my life that really groomed me as an artist, and it's so to speak. He gave me a platform to be able to perform at the Five Seasons. Before Shaka Pitts was deep into the battle, he used to throw big shows at Five Seasons. He used to be able to come and rock and get your shit off. And I don't know if we can curse. My apologies.
You're good. You're good, bro.
Okay, he used to rock, get his shit off, and it taught me how to be. Um, it gave me a sense of, okay, this is what I really want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So I never really got into it. I battled. They used to have this thing called Style Wars, where it used to be about 50 rappers on
92Q?
stage. You know what I'm saying? 50 rappers on stage, and it's like WrestleMania type shit. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. So I didn't go too deep when it comes down to it. I didn't get all the way to the point where I'm battling different artists or different people. Like I just stuck to what I knew. Shout out to Tyree Coleon. He's a big influence in my career. He's somebody that started me off with everything, writing
I
my
remember
bars,
Tyree.
putting together the flows. Shout out to Shaka Pitts though. I didn't go that
I
deep. Shout out to Apex, my man Verb. Who else we got? These are guys off the top of the dome that I
so
know is just like dope.
I had the blessing I had the blessing of meeting Apex. He was at the skate park in Hampton.
Yeah,
I got the blessing of meeting Apex,
yeah.
and I also met Scar Akbar.
That's
I met
another
Scar
that
Akbar
Scar
through you.
Akbar is the first rapper
Yeah.
that I ever spit bars for ever in life. He's the first rapper. Shout out to my man Rello. Rello took me. We from the same hood for real. So Scar used to be in this MPV van back in the day, this little gold MPV van, and they used to have the shit jump in the block, Los. Scar was one of those guys
And
that.
I don't want to take over Matt's platform because
Hey, you're
it's
cool,
his
man. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling right
platform.
man.
now.
Come on,
I
man. You
just
letting them go, man.
Hey, he was
you know what I mean. I just
he was excited about this all day, Damon. And I've been talking to him all
Hey, me
day.
too. I mean, because you got to
man,
think, I
So
haven't spoken to bands in years, but I want them to understand, like, we
I ain't
family.
seen you, brother.
It's family, and I'm always going to be
Yo,
here. We lost a real loved one. Rest in peace to my guy, AC. You feel what I'm saying? We lost somebody real dear
absolutely.
and,
Hey,
and dear to our
you
hearts,
know,
yo.
you know, I
Rest in peace to my
I
dog,
wouldn't
AC, man.
I would have never met this man if it wasn't for AC. And
Facts. That's my brother.
that's
Shout out to my brother, AC. You know, we
I
lost him.
absolutely,
I knew
absolutely,
I knew him
absolutely.
before he was AC. I knew him as Aaron. That was my homeboy's stepbrother.
Yeah, that's
We
my guy,
we
man. I
came up
miss
in the
him.
neighborhood together. He was a
I
good dude.
miss him. I have to
Um,
hide, to be honest, I have to hide this obituary because I don't really like to. I like to just remember him how I remember him. You know what I'm saying? That's my
that's
true friend.
hey, that's a fair assessment, Damon.
And
Um,
let me ask you this real quick, just to real quick before you get into what you want to get into, Matt. Um, Blue, you remember the first time I met you? We were sitting in the park. I AC had put me on with you. It was me, you, and AC, and I started freestyling. You was like, "Who's this kid?"
Yeah,
And that was the first time I had
I
ever
think our
met you
introduction
before we
always been
really.
solid. You always been solid. You always been somebody that's like um supportive of what I got going on. So initially, I'm gonna do the same for you. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing to support each
when
other.
I, when
You know,
when I got over there with Ghost, you know,
I'm with you guys. Go ahead.
but
I'm with you.
hey, hey,
I'm gonna let you go ahead, Matt. You go ahead and take over.
no, hey, Zach. I know you. This is therapy for you, my man. This is a therapeutic kind of
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
Dan.
really
I
touching
ain't
bases
talked to
because
my
we
man
haven't
in a
caught up
while.
in,
You know
in
what I
years.
mean?
We haven't caught up in years for real. So it's good to just talk to my guy. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
oh,
I
absolutely.
had to get my charger, man. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Hey,
Yeah, let's get into this interview though. Talk to me, man. I told y'all I come with some questions, come with some fire shit that I can ask so people can really tap into me. I'm ready to drop some new music. I'm ready to put out some new videos. I'm ready to do a movie. I have a 5-part series we ready to drop on YouTube. It's just shit ready to be crazy, man. So I gotta push
oh,
this out here. I don't know if people watching or not, but they'll check in
oh,
later.
they're watching. Yeah, people be tapping in, but I wanted to, before we get to the current stuff, Damon. I did my research like I told you I would. You got your start writing music when somebody lied to you in the form of saying they were going to send it off to Def Jam.
Yeah, yeah.
So here you are years later on the receiving end of that blessing in disguise. Do you reflect back on that a lot? Thinking
Man,
about how
all
you
the
got your start.
time, bro. All the time because I was such an adolescent. I was such a student of the game. I wasn't even trying to be a rapper at all. I wanted to play football. I wanted to be an NFL player. I wanted to do something different with my life. You feel what I'm saying? Music never came across me. But as I reflect back onto the things that I've been through, my sister used to buy me all the bootleg tapes. She used to buy me all the Smack DVDs, the One Love DVDs. So I would catch up to speed on what's going on because she would frequent go to New York and come back with a bunch of mixtapes, and I would be like, damn, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? This is fire. So yeah, I look at it every day. I still talk to the young lady. Shout out to Smiley. That's my heart. You know what I'm saying? I love her. She got my back 1000%. And that I didn't even think nothing of it at that time. Me and my best friend she was like, you write a rap. My boyfriend will get you signed at Def Jam. I'm like, what the hell? And I remember it because I had a double XL magazine that my sister brought me. My sister brought me a double XL magazine with Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and DMX on the cover. And that was just something that I remember. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a huge part of my life, and it still matters to this day. That's why look at people's dreams and try to shit on them or try to make them feel less than. I always support them and always give them the utmost respect, because it takes a lot to put yourself out there and only
Yeah,
believe in a dream that you can see, you know?
I'm sure it came with its pitfalls and its the trials and tribulations. If anybody knows your story, I became pretty well versed, through the ways that I could, do my due diligence. You grew up in East Baltimore. I know that the Baltimore city, the culture, has
Yeah.
a lot of
Ace
influence.
with
It
Yeah,
has
man.
a lot
Hell
of
yeah.
influence on your music and your style and your vibe and just your overall presence in the music industry. Um, One of your homeboys that you came up with, uh, Greg
Yes.
Wilson. I know that you lost him at a very young age. That was
Yeah,
a
man.
very influential moment in your life. To kind of give the people that don't really know you a peek into the side of you that isn't you're tapping into it now creatively still to this day. That was a huge moment for you.
It was huge because, for one, I never took that. It's somebody I speak to every day. It's somebody, he lived right up. I live at the end of the block. He lived at the top of the block. You know what I'm saying? We experienced the same thing. We sold drugs together. We talked to girls together. We did everything together. Went to house parties. That was my best friend, man. God rest his soul.
talk your shit, bro.
You know what
Talk
I'm
your
saying?
shit.
God rest his soul. Rest in peace to my dog Eastside. This is real shit that's
Talk
in
your
my
shit.
skin. You feel me? So losing him was it was a reality check. It let me know that life is real, and you have to really grasp the idea of what it takes to be a man first and foremost, but to also be a creator and try to chart out a new path for you, for yourself and your family. I moved really, really strategic since that day. I was very like, I was fucked up about it. I can't front. I was fucked up because that was my best friend. We did music together. He was the guy that was sitting next to me when Smiley lied to me and said we was gonna write a song to be on Sign of Def Jam. His mother bought the tickets for us to go and perform at a talent show at Dunbar Middle School. That's where I remember, that's where it hit me that this is what I wanted to do. I remember getting off the stage and standing at the end of the stage, and I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to. This is where I want to be. This is who I am. And ever since then, my man, like I've been moving. I ain't been, and it's just been. Shout out to God. I give all praise unto the Most High. Thank you, God, for loving me and bringing us here today. Me, Mac, and Bams. He gets all the honor and praise. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all the honor and praise, because my father got killed when I was 3 years old. I didn't have influence, or I didn't have a father figure, or I had big brothers, but they grown, they live in their own, they live in their own life. They in the street. So shit, eventually that's where I led my life to. Thank God I didn't stay too too stuck into the shit where I couldn't get out. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from the hood, I come from the streets, but I always knew it was something bigger for me. I always knew
So
I could be a vessel for other people. But rest in peace to
let
my dog Greg. I love him. I miss him. I shall always show love to his daughter Jemiah, always show love to his child's mother. That's just loyalty. You know what I mean?
And I wanted to kind of ask you about that because
Hold on, y'all. Let me get my little shorty a kiss. Hold on.
no, you good. You good.
I'll see you later. Yo.
I wanted
I go ahead,
go
man.
ahead, Zach. Go ahead, Zach. You're good, bro.
No,
Hell
I
yeah, I'm
wanted
eat
to
that.
ask you, Blue, like how is it being around like these industry guys, like with the whole Young Thug situation, and like
I
because I
was
know
gonna
you
get
got.
to that, Zach. I was
Come
gonna get
on,
to that
man.
in a
Hey,
little
Mac.
bit.
Hey, Mac.
I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hold up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold up
I
then.
got a message in
Yeah,
my
I'm
madness
gonna
right now,
hold up
man.
on that.
Let my man
But
get in his bag, man.
yeah,
Hey, I
I
got a
ain't
message
gonna.
in my madness.
All
We
right,
gonna answer that.
so let me ask another question, right? Because I told Matt, I was like, I'm gonna probably sit here and I'm probably not gonna ask much, but then now it's like I've been thinking about it all day long, and I'm like, I've been around you,
Yeah,
Blue.
hey, cool, man.
I know your energy. I know the type of guy that you are. You're a real stand up dude.
Yeah.
So You know that I'm I ain't trying to jock ride or
Bro,
anything.
talk to me,
Like
bro. Fuck all that.
we
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 here on this
we
platform. Let me say this
yeah,
before. Let me say this before we go any further, guys. This is the thing that we have to stop doing. We have to realize, like, yo, this is the wave that's gonna push us to the next level. Now, if you
exactly.
standing in this position, like Matt, if you're gonna be co-hosting or whatever case you're gonna be, not to say you ain't doing a great job, because it's an awesome job and I'm grateful for this opportunity. But you gotta be in a position to realize, like, it ain't no dick riding, bro. Nobody's on from Baltimore yet. Nobody has cracked the real code. Shout out to Rican, shout out to YG Tech, shout out to Davo, Young Moose, shout out to all the artists in my city
Scola.
ripping shit right now. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the
Scola's putting
shit we
on.
need, because if we don't have this platform to elevate us in a different way, then
Yeah, I just, I wanted to kind of like, Zach's really excited about, the question
Zach, I
asking.
want you to know, like, Zach, we don't, you know how we rock,
Yeah,
bro. This shit just, this is
I,
cool for,
I know,
this is
I
cool
know.
for just the
That's
perks,
what.
but you know
That's
we
why I'm
family,
excited.
so
That's why I'm excited because
yeah,
I'm like, I gotta, you know, I got a lot of things that I want to talk
let's
to you
ask
about,
him,
but
man. We here.
I,
Talk to me.
but I also don't want to. I don't want to bogart Matt's platform.
Yeah, let
So
Matt do his shit, and y'all just ping pong so we can get, because I want to answer everything. Nothing is off limits. Nothing is being
absolutely.
suppressed. We gonna speak. We gonna talk, because I haven't dropped music in damn near 3 years. It's a lot of shit I have to say too.
But
So
you're working on a lot, though, Damon.
yeah,
You're
hell
working on a
yeah,
lot, and we're gonna get to that. But the thing is,
hell yeah.
after Greg and the unfortunate situation, I noticed that you continued to make music, you continued to do your thing, but you got out of Baltimore. Was that one of the major catalysts to you expanding your brand and getting out of the city? Because, like you said, you wanted to get out, and you felt like you were going to be stuck if you didn't. Was that the reason why you decided to relocate and focus on your craft that much more?
I decided to relocate because I knew I had hit a ceiling, and so to speak. You know, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from a tough city, let alone a tough side of town. The whole city is fucking. You gotta be a tough person to make it through. You know,
Concrete jungle.
yeah, it's real. This shit is not a joke. So I just feel like at a point I had hit a ceiling. I knew I wanted to reach closer to my peers. I wanted to make my relationship Rolodex more thicker. I wanted people to know who I was outside of the city. I feel like I already accomplished what I needed to do at home by just making the right relationships, being cool with the PDs at the radio station, all the DJs. You know, I felt like I've done enough where I could branch off and work with other artists in other places. I moved to Atlanta around 2017, 18. I think it was 2018. I think it was going into 18, if I'm not mistaken.
And I kind of wanted to touch on your move because you named a lot of Baltimore rappers. There's guys like Moose and Scola
Yeah,
and
shout out to
Tag.
Scola.
Scola's my guy. Lil Key. Lil
Yeah,
Key moved to Texas. He's over in the Midwest now.
I ain't know he
So
went to Texas.
he went to Texas. The last I heard from his people, he went to Texas.
Yeah, that's what's
Um,
up.
do you? A lot of people don't realize that Baltimore has a nationwide influence on hip hop.
Hell
they
yeah.
get they got a
The
big
style,
they got a
the
big
style, the
the
flow, and
the
all that.
thing.
But do you feel like? I'm sorry, Zach. Give me a second. I got you.
No,
But
no, you're good.
do you feel like the style and the type of Baltimore rap that people put out, that because it's copied and the platforms are bigger in other cities, that they don't get their just due in the music industry?
No, I don't think it's that. I just think that a lot of artists don't want to capitalize off the sound that we created or took a part in creating. If we speak it on Baltimore club music, I just feel like we did take a huge part of creating this sound. Shout out to Rod Lee, shout out to DJ Kenny K, shout out
Mighty
to
Mark.
shout out to all the people that put together the sound to make this shit work. I do feel like that being such a street city that people don't feel like I don't know. I just always pay homage to the sound because that's what I grew up on. House parties, people DJing. I grew up around DJs. Shout out to Slice, Rod Lee. Shout out to DJ Rod, rest in peace. Um, I grew up around all the DJs. DJ Big L, that's one of my favorite DJs in the city. He know what it is. He know I got super love for him. Um, yeah, man. DJ Flow, all these people that showed me love. So I do feel like now we are getting to the point where I started in hip hop where a lot of people in the city wasn't really banging hip hop music from Baltimore artists. The radio wasn't playing Baltimore artists.
They really
The
weren't.
DJs wasn't playing Baltimore artists. It used to be a thing where we felt like the radio didn't fuck with us, but it had to come down to the business. A lot of times us artists didn't have our business in check. We didn't have our shit in order. And that kind of slowed a lot of things down for us. That kind of made it a difficult situation. So yeah, I feel like artists now we getting it and we starting to jump on the wave that we already fucking created. I posted a post on my Instagram page. It kind of got a lot of backlash, not from people outside of the city. It's crazy that majority of the backlash I received was from people from the city. A lot of people felt like, why am I speaking on it now? Now that it's doing whatever it's doing in other cities and states, it's like, yo, we the bread and butter of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would we get away from a sound that we created? And people got on me, man, now you gonna want to do all your projects, club music. No, I've been putting club music on my album since 2013, 2009. You know what I'm saying? I've dropped my first project. I don't even remember. I'm 7 projects in. It's only 2 projects that you see on DSPs, and that's subject to change very soon. Along with my team when we start uploading the shit that I did in the past. A lot of people on my team tell me don't put it on DSPs, let them go search for it. But I just
you don't need to do that. You gotta put it out there.
You gotta put that shit on the platform. So yeah, I'm just grateful for everything. It's a new wave, and the fact that our city is being recognized in so many other ways, it makes it great. Shout out to Javante. Shout out to Krishan Rock. Shout out to
that's a wild chick right there. She's pregnant, fighting people at the airport.
I want to tell you something, Blue, man. Like when you put out Sunshine,
yeah,
when you put that out, that put like a whole different spin on, like, because you had the old school.
I put out that record. I ain't mean to cut you. When I put that record out, I put out 2 records. I put out a record called "Give It to You." It was a record that I did.
You had a remix with Wale.
Yeah, I thank you for that. Yeah. Shout out to my man Wale.
Man, I listened to that. I listened to Demons. I was just listening to Demons with Fat Trell. I was just listening to that.
I love Trell. Trell, my support and all that shit run deep for Trell. That's my nigga, man. He, we ain't seen each other in a couple minutes, but we always support each other. God bless
his soul.
You know what I'm saying? We always support
each other. God
bless
his soul.
Who, Trell?
God bless his soul.
Trell is my man. He's doing great. He just did a show in DC with Future. You know what I'm saying? He's popping. He's fresh out of prison and he's on the road, and I salute him for that. And he always supported me. We got several records together. Me, him, and AC.
I got some demons I've been dealing with. Trying to fly like the Phoenix. They want my wings clipped.
You heard me. That's the truth.
I'm with you. I'm tapped in with you. I ain't trying
Go
to
ahead,
butt in on nothing.
Bro, Zach, you're cool, man.
I get triggered, man. I get triggered.
Hey, but Damon, it's interesting that you had that viewpoint on the influence of the city and in the nationwide rap game, and I know that off topic to rap it when people hear that you're from Baltimore, we're anybody.
So Matt, something that you're tapping in with right now, Damon, I want to ask you, how do you feel about, like, because you got Shorty, he's out like doing the whole California sound right now, like with the.
That's not just California sound. That's really Shorty though. Like,
but
I've been around.
See, that's the thing. I've been around him too, and that's like his sound. But he really, like, he kind of he knew where he needed to be, and he took who he is and took that
Man,
Baltimore.
that kid right there, bro. Like
He's got talent, man.
when I
He's
say
got
this, like
talent.
you gotta understand, like this is real. Like I'm deep in this shit, bro. Like I'm not just a fly
No,
by
yeah.
night. I just like I'm in cooling, just trying to. I took a straight 4 or 5 year run and just doing everything I wanted to do. Now I step back and did a 5 year run and just woo sign and putting everything in motion. But as far as other artists in the city, I salute everybody, and everybody knows. Like, dude, you see me on live. People call me while I'm on live. Everybody, everybody, see, we could have did this on live too. We can run this back on my live too. But everybody in my environment and what they're doing is incredible. And I'm so proud of these guys, yo. Like I seen them when they was just starting.
Baltimore don't get a lot of credit.
We
And
do. That's not. I don't say shit like that because our subconscious is listening, and I feel like that's a crush that a lot of people fall on. Oh, we don't get no support. No, we get the fucking support. The city love us. The world love us. The motherfucking.
I don't say that we don't get a lot of support, but I'm saying, there's a lot of artists that don't get the credit. There's a lot of people that hate on a lot of the work that a lot of Baltimore artists, like you said, with people giving you negative comments. There's a lot of artists that are getting negative comments because there's people that don't want to pay homage. That you guys have paved the way.
Yeah, man, thank you. I still feel
You
like the
paved the
way is
way.
being paved, though. That's what I'm trying to get you to
It
understand.
still
Like,
is.
the
Yeah.
wave is the way is still being paved, and you got artists like Shorty, Scola, YG Tech, all these artists, Moose, all these artists, myself, all these artists have that factor. That's we decided to say, hey, we're gonna get out the city for a little bit. We're gonna go touch this. We're gonna go touch Philly. We're gonna touch Cali. Shout out to Pyrex Whipper. That's my little brother. You know, he got some shit ready to drop. He just signed a deal with Epic Records. It's just timing, bro. Everybody be looking at me like, damn, bro, why you ain't on yet? Why you do? It's a lot to talk about, but we'll get into that too. But yeah, man, the wave is still being paved, and we just got to keep being persistent and just, don't be afraid to step into the glory, But what's up, Matt? Talk to me, man.
Hey, I like seeing you guys vibe, man. I'm I know this is my
Me and Bam's
platform,
gonna
but
do this shit when we
yeah,
ain't on
hey, I know
It's just what we do, yo. It's just what we do.
but
Yeah.
That's
I
all it
wanted
is.
to
It's
ask you
just
though,
what we do.
after the remix with Wale and getting him as a feature on the album, then the very next year you get Young Thug on your album, and he gives you a feature spot, or you give him a feature spot on WTS, and let's fit, kind of, we're jumping around a little bit, but you see what kind of trouble he's in now. And I know you got a feel for the guy because you shared you shared a studio with him, a music booth with him, and you've been on, performing on stage with him for that particular song. You guys made a video together.
Mhm.
I know it's got to be a touchy subject to some, but how do you feel about what's going on with Thug right now and the rest of his guys? Because it seems like it's a very dicey situation in court right now.
It's unfortunate, because I'm a fan of YSL, which is a hip hop label.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, it
I'm a
is.
fan of their label.
Yes, it is. It's a label.
I'm a fan, and how can I say this? I think Young Thug is one of the most humblest people I've ever met in my life. Now, he's at the height of his career, and hear my shit, drop a verse on it, and then the next month he win a Grammy. Like, I couldn't believe that shit.
Right.
Shout out to my manager. Shout out to my manager, Wink. He put that shit together. He played my record for Thug. Thug loved it, jumped on the record, and then, The next, I say shit, 48 hours, I'm sleeping in bed with my girl. I get a call from my manager like, yo, Thug want to shoot a video. So all that shit was impromptu that you see in the video. That shit happened in like an hour, 2 hour tops. We didn't finish the video shoot till like 7, 8 in the morning. I ain't get, cause I'm in the bed, sleep. It's 4 or 5 in the morning. It's 3, 4 in the morning. Yo called me like, yo, pull up. I had to go put a fit together and, you know, boom, boom, boom. That's basically the first part where you see me and Thug together, and that was shot at Future Studio. So we did that, and where you see me and Thug together, that was probably like the last scene, but that was the scene that I had to shoot first. You feel me? So that was some impromptu shit. But I feel like it's unfortunate that somebody that has such a humble character, somebody that has such a powerful impact on music. I'm a fan. Like, I love his music.
I wanted to follow up though, Damon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. Go ahead, man.
Now, on the topic of this situation, do you feel as though that it should be punishable to be indicted and locked up and given time for music lyrics? Because at the end of the day, you guys are entertainers.
Let me ask you this question. Did they lock up Arnold Schwarzenegger for shooting all the motherfucking aliens and shit?
No.
Did they lock up impersonators? No. I think music is a way to express ourselves. Us as artists, we get a chance to talk about the things that we've been through. Hold on for a second. Let me finish. Hold on.
Yeah.
We get to talk about the things that we've been through. We get to express and say how we feel about our environment. Our environment is such a tough place. I'm here in Atlanta now, and I ride through its neighborhood where it's from. And shit it's the trenches for real. So a lot of times we news reporters, we journalists, we like to talk about the shit that's going on in our hood, in our cities, in our environment. So I don't think he should be punished for that. I think that people need to let us have our own freedom of speech. Once they start taking those little shits away from us, then the control is all out of our hands. The thing is, the government and all of that shit, that's supposed to be exposed to us. We're supposed to have our own private lives, but it's the other way around. The government is private, and now they know everything about us because of social media, people snitching, people talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even want to bring in snitching allegations. I'm not on nobody's paperwork. I don't know what's going on. I just know it's unfortunate for everybody as a whole within that situation. And I pray for them, and I hope God deliver my man Thug out of that situation and everyone else who's involved with that.
Because it does seem that the government's case is falling apart. You know,
they have no case. Young Thug is the most humblest person I've ever met. This dude had on about $200,000-$300,000 worth of jewelry, and that was just on one arm. Just cool, humble. Hey man, what's up, Blue? Where we shooting at? Oh, you like this? You like this location? Oh, this dope right here. What you think about this spot? Now we talking just like me and you talking.
Right.
Humble guy. He ain't had to do all that shit for me. I'm a new artist. I'm coming from Baltimore. We don't got no burn. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to do that. But I give all praise to the Most High, and I want to give a shout out to my manager Wink for putting that together, for making that call. Shout out to everybody who put that together and made it possible. Because that shit wasn't all done by me. I just created the music. You feel what I'm saying? I created the music and I gave him something to rock to, but he was able to shop it and put it in the right person's ear for them to hear it, for yo to jump on it. And that shit was a blessing to me. A lot of people haven't done that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. And the record is hot too. Shout out everybody. Go check it out. Go listen to WTS right now on YouTube, Spotify, all that shit, all your DSPs. The video is out. Make sure y'all go download that for sure.
You know,
free YSL, free my dog Young Thug. Yeah, man.
I was on the
YouTube
channel.
I ain't heard that.
I was watching the video with you and Thug, and then the video "Oh Baltimore" came up.
Yeah,
that was a very volatile and hostile time in the city.
Hell yeah, and that's when I wrote it too.
And it was the emotion was there. It was on the heels of Freddie Gray. It was on the heels of the riots, and you really kind of pulled together, an emotional
that Nina Simone sample.
Yeah,
so
that.
What was it like to shoot that video in your neighborhood throughout the city, and had the people literally behind you. What was your mindset once you got to see the finished product of the community behind you, literally, not just figuratively?
I felt
Rest in
like
peace to AC.
I felt like I was honored for that, because the way it happened was, they was really looting and rioting and this shit. And me and my man Naj, we in the studio, like, bro, let's make something. Let's create. My man D Banks made the beat. Shout out to D Banks. He got a new record out right now on My God Stars. It's called Yuck. Make sure y'all go check that out too. But we did the record, and me and Naj was just talking about everything, just having a conversation. See, me and Naj, we don't never talk about music. We always talk about like real life shit, or our ancestors, or where we came from, or the history, and the history in the city. So in the midst of people running up in Mardom and busting windows and shit, I'm right recording this song. And I did the video. I kind of put it out there. Now I'm in Baltimore City. Like, I'm in Baltimore City. No hold bar. This is one of the most toughest cities in the world. Number 2 for the most dangerous cities in the world. Not this US, the world. We are number 2 on the list. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm from a place, I put the shit out on my social media. Yo, I'm gonna be here at this location, blah, blah, blah. Man, you know how many big homies hit me? Yo, what you mean? You about to blah, 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 blah. Man, we ain't. I'm like, look, bro, we this shit for the city. You feel me? Like, cut all that extra shit. Let's do this for the city, Doug. Come on. And they abided with me. They rock with me, because I'm a loyal nigga. I'm from over east, so I'm able to move around and link with the right people. Shout out to my guy, man. I know he gonna be mad at me if I don't say his name, but I'm moving all over the place. But shout out to my guy that really put that shit in order, that really made it happen for me. Rest in peace, Twizzle. He's in that video. It's a lot of big homies in the song, in that video, that
a barefaced Bams is in that video.
Yeah, Bam's ass got a mean ass cameo in that video too.
Well, I got up there. I was trying to tell everybody, because we was in the back, and I was like, y'all don't want to move forward. I'm going up here with my man. I'm out here to, you know what I mean? I'm out here with my man.
You was in that motherfucker, yo.
I'm out here with my boy. Like,
yeah,
like, hey, we getting busy or we getting busy? What we doing?
Kizzy, like, we outside. You heard me. It was a great opportunity.
You ain't, and it wasn't about me. It was about you. It was about.
Yeah, it was a blessing.
It was about. Here's my thing, right? It was about being out there with you in your moment.
Yeah, and that's where the love comes from. Because you gotta think. I'm thinking I'm gonna come into a situation where, I'm not really, I'm from the hood. I'm from the same area. So I'm thinking,
that was right. Yeah, that's right.
Ain't nobody gonna show up, man. It was hella people out there that day. Like, damn. I was like, okay. I think it started raining. I fucked my Margellas up that day. I fucked my shoes up.
I pulled up on you. I was like, I see the t-shirts. I was like, how much? You only got a medium?
This is what I can say.
I said, look, you only got a medium. Guess what? I'm wearing a medium today.
Hey, you put that shit on. Hey, Bams, you ain't had no beard or none of that shit in the video,
nothing.
Bro.
He was baby face. He was baby face as could be, though, Damon.
Yeah.
I want to kind of talk to you about another one of your songs that you got a chance to make, man. You got to link up with Moneybagg Yo. How was that, man?
It was fun.
Pretty cool.
Moneybagg Yo, cool as shit. He came to the studio. We actually recorded that in Atlanta at Patchwork Studios. I didn't know he was coming to the studio that day, but my manager, shout out to Wink, bro. Like, shout out to Ronald. If anybody know who Ronald is in the city, he's a heavy hitter out here. He's somebody that actually I'm gonna share the interview with him so he can actually see it. Hold on for a second. Yeah, he brokered that shit, and I'm in the studio. I ain't even know he was pulling up, so I'm in there. I'm cooking up or whatever. We did the song. I don't even know who Pyrex did the beat, and I don't remember. I can't remember when. I probably did that shit like the last 15 minutes of the session, last 15 minutes. Right there. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're cool, man.
So Yo came in the studio. We dapped each other up. I actually got footage of that shit. So we dapped it up and let him hear the record. He was vibing to that shit. Yo did his verse in like 10, 15 minutes. And that shit was done. I was excited. We got a little footage. And then the next day they're like, yo, we going to Houston. You know, you might as well just pull up in Houston, come shoot a video in Houston. So boom, we shot to the third ward of Houston. Shout out to my dude Pootie out there, my guy Pootie. He from the you know, my man Slum Pootie. He out there in the third ward of Houston. Real trenches shit. You know what I'm saying? Them guys, we was in their neighborhood too. And I kept it a G and put them in my video. You know what I'm saying? Like, come pull up in the video. But my guy Wink, he really put that shit together for me, and he put me together with the right people. So it's all about your team. It's always about having congruency and being able to work with people. I just only thing I didn't like is that them niggas didn't share the video. Like they didn't. The song hot as fuck. Like imagine if you would have just shared it for me. Like it wasn't gonna kill you. It wasn't gonna make you. It wasn't gonna do anything. But imagine if the video was shared and marketed correctly. And I put that on. I don't blame anybody personally, but it's like these are the things that could have put me over the hump. And I feel like that shit is it's a lot, man. It's a lot, you know. Shout out to Moneybag Yo though for giving me an opportunity to be able to work with him. He did the video and that shit was dope. It's stamped in history forever. So
he's got. Hopefully he sees us. I tagged him in Twitter on it. So.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. What's up.
So, to kind of kick it away from the music, you're dabbling in some business ventures. You got your Blue Global Transportation LLC.
My man.
You got a transportation company.
Absolutely.
Down in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And how's that working out for you, man? I know the transportation thing is kind of a big thing now because, you know, Uber, Lyft, and all that's still available, but sometimes people just want the private side of it. Yeah. And I know that you have been, you know, hitting that heavy and promoting that heavy. How's that going for you down there?
Shit got real for me when I moved to Atlanta though. Like I don't want us to be like some cookie cutter shit. I want artists to really understand like bro, this is a journey. This shit just don't happen overnight. You're gonna have ups and downs. So shit got real for me when I moved to Atlanta. At the time, the team I was with, the label I was with, we kind of hashed things out and the shit just dissolved. It's no bad blood or nothing like that, but I was in a situation where I'm just like, yo, I invested all my bread into this. I put all my time. I moved away 600 miles from where I live. Shit is just crazy. You know, I had fell so far where I'm like, damn, I ain't going to the streets. I'm not from here. You feel me? Let me go find something that I could do to better myself. I started Ubering. Not lie to you not. I was fucked up. Started Ubering for a few years. I say probably like a year and a half, maybe. Shit, I was making $400 a day. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's more than what an average person making at work. I'm bringing that shit home every night. You understand what I'm saying? So I was able to flip that money and get back into loving myself, getting back. I dealt with a breakup. I dealt with all of this other bullshit that gets in the way, roadblocks and shit. So out of
everything
all of
can't
that,
be good 100% of the time though, bro.
No, and that's the shit that I don't like about the industry because people will paint a picture like it's all gravy. I don't live like that. I live a real lifestyle. So I don't want people to think like, excuse me, guys, I'm trying to get a better angle. I live a real lifestyle, so I'm not perfect, bro. I went through ups and downs. I was fucked up, and you know, everybody who I thought had my back dipped. Everybody who I felt like they fucked with me for real turned on me. Or now I want to say, you know, when you hot, everybody want to be around you. Everybody want to kick you. Everybody want to be.
You no longer serve a purpose.
I ain't serve a purpose for them, so they felt like
for
fuck
them.
Me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I never took the thought of who I was out of my mind. I never let the way that they felt about me change how I felt about myself because we become what we think about. You know, we're a sure manifestation where we are right now today. You know, so I never looked at it as a bad thing. So from there, I learned a lot about the logistics game. Blue Global Transportation is thriving. It's a great company. We're looking for drivers as well. I started the company back in August of 2020, and we've been busting a lot of moves and doing our thing. And I'm grateful. Owner operator, I got my own shit. I ain't trying to work for nobody, but I don't mind putting my shit on the company and leasing on the company to go make some money while I'm on the road. But as of right now, I've been taking a lot of time just focus on being a
creating
better,
opportunities.
be a
What
better
you doing?
businessman, be a better father, a friend. You know, these things are true to me because the music, I feel like I mastered that. I mastered those things. But being a father, being a better friend, being a better son, being a better artist, all of that shit goes hand in hand. And I feel like you know, once I did a lot of self-reflection and I was able to change a lot of things about myself, you know, things started transpiring in my life. I started writing for different artists, creating different lanes.
So that's something I wanted to touch in with you about.
Yeah,
I saw you got with Rick Ross recently.
hell
That's
yeah.
where I was going, man. That's where I was going. The NFT,
Oh,
man.
I'm sorry.
And no, you're
Go
cool. You're
ahead,
cool.
Matt. Go ahead.
We're,
Go
we're
ahead, Matt.
vibing the
Go
same
ahead, Matt.
wavelength. You
Go
know,
ahead, Matt.
hey, you linked up with Rick Ross over the holidays, man, for the NFT. You're kind of getting into the crypto business.
Hell yeah.
How did that opportunity come about? Because Rick Ross is everywhere now. He's doing.
What I
He's
just tell
doing
y'all, and what I
music.
just tell y'all from the previous conversation, I had to Uber for like a year and a half, right? So this how God worked. My ex, she had broke up with me and shit. I guess I wasn't enough for her at the time. You know what I'm saying? But she had broke up with me. I'm Ubering and shit. I'm stressed
Everything
out.
ain't for everybody. You know what I mean?
God, what's going on? What's happening? I'm going through the motions, you know. This particular day, I picked somebody up in my vehicle at the time, and I'm just talking, just regular day, you know what I'm saying? And time went on, and I had dropped him off. He was like, "Yo, you mind come grab me from another spot?" I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I got you." I pull up. He had Nardo Wick video shoot, but I don't think he knew who Nardo Wick was. So
Mm.
as we started talking, it's this thing. I have to go back and read that book, bro, because I can't remember what it was, but it's a thing that you can ask certain questions to open-ended questions to get the
Am
answer that you want.
am I back in?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see you.
yeah,
And
you're good.
Yeah, so
nah,
he told me that he was involved with cryptocurrency and he's doing a startup NFT company, but he's having trouble with reaching out to artists and touching bases with artists. And I've always been a guy on the ground level, not only just making music, songwriting, rapping, singing and shit. I'm great at building relationships with people. I know how to massage the context. So I may meet Matt right now and keep a great rapport with Matt. Next thing you know, Matt is on CNBS. So I mean, he's on fucking Good Morning America. He's program director on Good Morning America type shit.
Hey,
You feel what I'm saying? Like these things happen where you meet
they do.
somebody and then years down the line, you didn't do no bad shit to him. You ain't fuck him over. You just gave him positive energy, and then you see him like, damn, you future tour manager. Yeah, I'm trying to get on this shit. Oh man, you blue. Come on, you good. That's how my relationships happen. So I met. Shout out to Roy Felton. He's the founder, co-founder, CEO of Hit Piece. Hit Piece is a great opportunity for artists to become owners. We really specialize in helping artists mint and to create their own NFTs for the Web3 community. This Web3 community is great. It's an opportunity for artists to touch bases and be owners. That's like, bam, you got some dope ass content and you service yourself to Twitter and Instagram and things like that, where you talk to the Web3 community. This is a sheer opportunity for you to upload your music, mint it, sell it, and get
this
it out
ain't
there
my
immediately.
platform. This is Matt's platform.
But,
I stopped. So
I'm not selfish,
I
though, Vans. I'm not
no
selfish, man.
no, but
You know,
I didn't stop making music. I kind of I've gotten into the business of, like, I play guitar now. I'm not.
But you gotta think of this. Let me say this before we go any further. Um, so I ain't get to finish my point about the NFTs,
I apologize.
but NFT is a non-fungible token.
Yeah.
Hit Piece, we specialize in helping artists create and push out their music. I have a lot of Baltimore artists on deck.
Well, I
King
was getting
Bites.
ready to ask you about. I was
Hold
getting
on,
ready to ask you
hold on,
about the.
Bam. Let me finish
I
the
got you.
question, bro. Let me
I
answer
got
the
you. I
question.
got you. I got
We here, bro. We ain't going nowhere. You can call me
you.
shit after
I
this.
know. I
I
know.
want to
We
ask
just
these questions because I
we
want to be able
we
to
locked in right now. I
right. I
got
want to
you.
be
I
able to
got you.
articulate what I'm trying to say to the people that's listening, that's on here, that's tapped in because it's important. They haven't heard from me in a while, so I want to be able to talk to the people who inquiring. You know, some people might, I don't give a fuck about Damond Blue. Who is Damond Blue? But you got some people like, oh shit, dude's back. Let me hear what he got to say. So I want to get it across. So with NFTs, we specializes in that. We take independent artists, major artists, whoever they are. We help create a whole collection. Shout out to Rick Ross. Rick Ross has a collection called Boss Land, where you actually can tap into his whole life. You know, he has utilities. Utilities are a thing of prizes, so to speak. Say if I do want to match, so you do a song with me, Matt, and you buy my NFT for whatever it is, whatever the price it is, which is probably going to be a nice low price, affordable. And I say, okay, Matt, you bought my NFT, you get a free FaceTime call from me, or you get a day in the studio with me, or you get this cocoa butter, my signature cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, just simple shit like that can change the trajectory of where you're going as an artist and build you in a different way. It's a whole new way to release your music other than DSPs. We're not saying forget about the traditional way of releasing your music. We're actually giving you another opportunity to own your music. You own 90%. Only 10 come to us for transactional fees and things like that. There's small little shit we may not even see. You may not even see that come out of your shit. But the minute you make that sale, that's the only way we take 10% from that sale. You make a sale, we'll take our little 10%. Keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? And that's just to keep the company going.
Good business model.
To put the shit around. You know, we're not trying to steal or take shit from the artists. Like, we actually making moves and putting shit in order to make things work. So I got several artists from the city on it. Shout out to Pyrex Whipper, ATL Jacob. Shout out to Rick Ross, King Midas, I Am Stars. Shout out to Anonymous. Shout out to everybody who heard me out and was able to jump on this shit and do something great with it. But Rick Ross collection is about to be fucking crazy. We got Fetty Wap coming out with a collection too.
That being said, I wanted to ask you about DBMG because I remember you had the Damond Blue music group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to ask you about that.
Damond Blue Music Group was a collective of me and my guys. It was a collective, and we wanted to make it broader for more artists to be on. We wanted to sign more artists and producers. And
so it was more. It's basically what you've turned it into now. It's just not under the same.
No, DBMG is no more. Dream Bigger Music Group. That shit is not me. Is that shit is not me. It's a start. It was a great way for us to level up. Shout out to everybody who had parts in what it made sense in.
Okay.
But this is why I'm trying to help people understand. You got to have people on your team that get you, that know you, that understand you, that get you, that want to see you get to the next level. And that's not to say the people that people that's on my team or was on my team don't want to see me get to the next level. It's just that, hey, people have different pathways to get to success. And these guys have their way, I have mine, and I wish them nothing but success. But right now, it turned from Damond Blue Music Group to Dream Bigger Music Group because we wanted to broaden the horizons. We wanted more artists to be a part, more producers, songwriters. We wanted to make it something where it was a Rockefeller or it was we wanted to do something big. So that's why I kind of took my name off of it because I felt like a lot of people wouldn't be receptive as much as they would like to be because they signed to Blue or whatever. But that was an easy way to disguise that shit. But shout out to everybody who's a part of that shit. Like, we made history. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing, but at the end of the day, we did it. We did it by the grace of God. We was able to maneuver and do what we had to do to be successful. So I'm grateful for that. Right now, it's Busy Working Empire. That's the new label. That's the stamp. I'm the CEO. I'm the founder. I'm every fucking thing when it comes to us. We got dope ass artists on the way. Shout out to Nakiria. She's a stupid, crazy flow, bars, all pretty as fuck. Female.
Where's she from?
She from Atlanta, Georgia. She from East Atlanta. Y'all can follow her. Her name is I Am Not Curious. She's on Instagram, Twitter, all that, TikTok. I'll make sure I pin it down in the comments. I got producers on board. Shout out to Rock Boy Music. He's out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? This is just the start of things. This is where we going. This is the start. We got a bunch of singer-songwriters and shit like that. So it's amazing. Shout out to everybody who helped me in the past get to the next level and move to where I need to be and teach me the game, because this shit ain't about to be, nobody's going to give me instructions on how to play. That's how hip hop works. You're gonna take a few falls, bumps, and bruises, but it's up to you to get your ass back up and say, well, I might have fell and scraped my knee, but I also just made this play over here that made me 200,000. You know what I'm saying? Or I made this relationship that could push me forward. So
I'm curious though, Damon. Your business partners, so to speak, with Ross. You guys got any music coming out?
me and Ross, I don't want to speak too much on that. I don't want to talk
Come
too much.
on,
I don't want to give everybody too much.
You said I could ask
Don't.
anything I wanted, bro.
I like to create. Hey, you
You're
asked.
trying to grease the tracks a little bit
I
too much
feel
now.
them,
You're
but it's
trying.
cool. So I asked. So at the end of the day, like that's probably like my third time meeting Ross for real. I was on a tip where I was more so focused on making sure we ace his collection, you know, so to speak, because he's stepping into this new world where he tweeted out months before that he don't know nothing about crypto or Web3 or NFT, so he ain't fucking with it. But we was able to get it past. We was able to get it past him, and we was able to put shit in perspective for him so he can understand, like, yo, this is the new wave. This is outside of working for a label or DSPs and shit. This is like a whole nother avenue. So we was able to get that part across to him, and it is great. So as far as the music in the future, yes, I believe that'll be coming. But right now,
I just want to be in the video, man. That's all I want to do is just be in the video.
I'm just hush money. I'm not saying shit because I know that there's other energies listening that don't coincide with our energy. You feel what I'm saying? There's some people that don't want to see us succeed.
I'm gonna shoot my shot every time with it, you know.
Please do, but I'm a tumble around this
What's
motherfucker,
understood
man. I'm a tumble around this motherfucker, man.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
I'm a tumble around this motherfucker, man. That shit getting blocked.
So you said earlier that you were working on a mini series.
Yes.
A TV mini series. What can you tell me about that?
I can tell you a lot about that. Okay, so the miniseries is actually originated from my album called Blessings. It's a song on there that's called Eddie. So the song Eddie is a dope ass storyline. It's about me. I play a role as Busy. I play the role. My nickname is Busy, so I play the role as Busy, the hip hop guy. He's a hungry guy. He's from the hood in Baltimore City. He gets a call from his man that he got a lick on a truck or a bank or whatever the case may be, and we run up in the bank and shit just went sour. You know what I'm saying? It's a 5-part series. We in the middle of gathering because everybody. The thing is with me, I'm a dude that's like, yo, the shit is right here. Why we gotta do us extra shit? Let's just go. You know what I'm saying? But people I have to do it. If I'm gonna create a script or a movie, I have to really write the script down line for line. Like I literally screenwrite and put all that shit together. Like if I was to crack open this book and shit, like you will see the full length script, the characters, the layout, everything. So that shit gonna be fire. All the music is done except for part 5. Now part 5 is the part where when you listen to it, you'll see what part 5 is. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. Part 5 is where I run into Eddie's daughter. Let's just make that clear. That's I'm gonna just give y'all that. I run into Eddie's daughter, and the shit is crazy. Matter of fact, when we get off of here, I'm gonna just send y'all exclusive so you can hear it. I'm gonna send it to you, Matt, so you can just bump it and have it before it even touch the streets, before it even touch the YouTube. Hey, so you will have it. Bams, I don't know about you, Bams. You fuck around, play that shit in Hampton, have that shit in the club somewhere. Hey, we ain't doing that, yo.
I ain't down there no more. I'm, you know
look,
what I mean?
We don't know where you at. We don't need to tell him where you at. But look,
hey, Damon, he's a county boy now. He's a county boy now. So.
I ain't never been a county boy.
Hey, look, hold on, look.
You see how personal he just took that though?
Outside of all of that shit, the product is amazing, and I cannot wait until the world actually hears it and sees my creativity. I think that's just what my biggest beef was. It's like every time I got with a situation, it's like people never.
I'm gonna tell you something, Matt. What he's talking about right now, you ain't never heard his song "Shorty."
You was in that video too, wasn't you, Matt?
No, I wasn't in Shorty.
You was there though. Was you there?
No, I wasn't in Shorty, but I remember I wrote a song that you inspired me off of Shorty.
Oh, where
I sent it to you.
Shorty was a real record though. That's based on a true story.
That was based on a true story. And
Yeah, that's a real story of me having a
you
conversation.
inspired me off of that for me to write something else.
Yeah.
But what you're saying about Eddie, that sounds just like how Shorty was.
Yo, but this
Off of
shit
it
right here
being
though, hey man, this shit that I'm telling you about,
visual,
man, the shit that I'm telling you about, fam, it's action packed, bro. It's fun. Wait till you hear it. I can't explain it.
Well, you
I'm gonna
said you
send it
ain't
to
gonna
y'all.
send it to me now. You ain't gonna.
I'm gonna send it to both of y'all so you can have it. It's something exclusive. Y'all just gonna get the audio first because it's an audio. It's audio.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get the audio first, and then we're gonna come with the visuals right behind it. So I'm really excited about that. You know what I mean? New music, new everything though.
So I wanted to kind of hit you with that about the new music. What do you got? Do you have any Baltimore artists that you're gonna be featuring with the new music coming out?
Do you know how many? I got a song with every Baltimore artist on it. Everyone.
Wow.
Every Baltimore artist, I have a verse from them on this record. Every last one of them.
Okay.
That record.
Is this the soundtrack for?
No, Eddie.
For the
See,
series?
this is the thing with Eddie. The soundtrack to that movie is the movie.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I can't explain it, okay? But the new music that I have, I'm working on an EP, 2 EPs, and I'm gonna release the movie right after that. One is Electric Love, and the second one is Then There Was Damon. So it's two projects. It's a double disc, so it's 14 songs within those 2 projects. Kind of like a playoff of Speaker Box and The Love Below, like Outkast did. So you get 2 different sides. I mean, you get Damond Blue, the R&B, rap, pop artist, and you get the trenches, the streets, the hood shit on one other side. So it's gonna be dope. I'm about 75% done. I kind of got to tap in with the mixes and finalize some production on that. But we rolling. We gonna get shit cracking around like springtime of 2023.
You know, it's crazy you brought up Outkast. Give me 1 second. Can y'all give me 1 second real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, ask some more questions till you get back, Mac.
Hey, I'm gonna
it's only gonna take me a quick second.
Go ahead, bro.
I just got something yesterday. You brought up Outkast. I just got something yesterday. It's gonna bust you in your head.
Hey, Damon, while we're on the whole TV show thing, I've bragged about my 6 seconds of glory, man. But last summer I had the fortunate experience of being an extra, and We Own the City on HBO.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you probably know him, Larry. What up?
Yeah, I actually have a song. My song was featured in the first episode, Godzilla.
I was in the second episode. I was
Yeah.
an inmate. So Larry got me in there. I don't know if you know Larry What Up, but he's from
Man, that's my that's family. Like I'm Baltimore hip hop, yo.
Larry.
Yeah, that's family to me.
He got me in there. I had Larry on my show a while ago, and he got me linked up with the show. And it was cool though, man, because we shot in one of the jails I used to work in. So
wow, that's crazy. I'm sharing this out to a couple people too, so they can check it out. Sorry,
it's all good.
Hey,
Blue, I wanted to show Blue because he brought up Outkast. I just picked this up yesterday. This was the first album.
Stankonia. Oh, you got
ATLians.
ATLians. Oh, you got the vinyl shit.
Oh yeah, I'm an old head. I'm an old head. I'm an old head.
That's heavy.
That was the first album I ever bought when I was a kid. I was 6 years old. My pops gave me $10, sent me in the FYE.
Wow.
Said go in there, grab something. I came out with that. I found it yesterday. I was like, yeah, I gotta grab it. But now,
wow,
the like me and Matt were talking about. We had talked about being on the city and everything, and I think me and Matt I think I might have said something to you about hearing Blue's song on the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
you mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, but
Yeah, on that record, shout out to everybody over there at Dark Room Productions. This again, that's family. That's people that I fuck with, I rock with seriously. They brought that opportunity to me, and I haven't spoken to them guys in like 20 years, literally, not even being funny. So
yeah, that was an interesting experience, though, man. Being on that show and hanging out with Johnny Bernthal for like 5 hours
that's
out of my
amazing, yo.
out of my shoot. That was real cool. He's the coolest dude ever. One of the coolest celebrities I ever met in terms of actors. But you wouldn't even know it. But that dude's like 6'2" and like ripped.
Wow,
He's a big dude.
for
I didn't
real.
think that. Yeah, I thought he was little. Like from seeing him on
The
Walking Dead.
TV add 10 pounds to you, or it may take 10 pounds away from you.
Right. But it was just a cool experience. I got Larry got me in there. I'm forever grateful to Larry. He took us.
Maybe that's where it came from. Shout out to Larry. What up, man? Y'all got to send it. Pay my man on this shit, man.
Yeah, I will.
Me and Larry. Let me tell you a story about me and Larry. Me and Larry went on about 3 tours together.
Mm-hmm.
We went on tour with MGK and Machine Gun Kelly. We went on tour with Los twice. So we was able to. Me and Larry, that's my brother. I'm Baltimore hip hop, bro. Like I'm tapped in with all these niggas, man. So Larry, what up, is a real instrumental person in my life, and I love him. And y'all talk to him, send him my like. Y'all do another interview with him or something, send him my love.
Yeah,
Twitter's going crazy though. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I just popped on Twitter. I said, "Damn, 13 retweets? What the fuck? I ain't never seen shit like that."
Hey, I kind of got that's my biggest following right now. I'm a couple people away from 2K on there, 2,000 followers.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
So that's a slow burn right there. Twitter's a dangerous place sometimes. With the bots and shit like that.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
You want to get tapped in with him on Tank?
I love Tank. Tank can do no wrong in my eyes. He fucking Ryan Garcia up on the 15th. It's cracking. You heard
my man.
Let me just we got to talk about that after we go off air because that's an off air conversation. I know better because the minute my viewers and my listeners start hearing Tank Davis, it's a whole different ball game, Damon. So I'm,
shout out to Tank.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Hey,
I've been in the gym with Truck before though. So
shout out to all of them dudes. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
This is a Damond Blue interview. Shout out to all them dudes.
Yes.
But them niggas is already cracking. They already got shit lit. So we trying to get Damond Blue lit too. So shout out to all them dudes. Maybe they can walk. I can walk them down to the ring. We get this shit cracking. You heard me.
I'm asking you this.
I'm here.
When
answering comments.
When you because I remember you went up was it New York or DC that you was out with the with Wale and Fat Trail when y'all did when y'all did the loyalty video. Was that New York or was that DC?
Man, that shit, man, we almost got robbed.
Oh,
we lose him.
I think he knocked himself out of the video.
We lose him.
He'll come back in. Yeah, he was playing with his phone.
So he said he was responding to comment.
Yeah, I know. He's a busybody, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, no,
he's definitely a busybody. Yeah, I know he's responding to stuff right now.
Yeah, I see 9080 respond to something.
Yeah,
I apologize to you, brother. I don't mean to like bogart your interview or anything, but
Zach, you have nothing to apologize for. You got Damon on my show, so
hey,
this is something slight for you to ask. In the end, I host a show with Josh. You're watching every live show with Josh, and you see us have multiple people on. I have multiple guests on my shows and stuff like that. So that's really nothing. That's nothing heavy, you know.
I'm enjoying being here. You know what I mean? I ain't got to talk to my boy in a little while, and you
Yeah,
know,
hey, look, I
it's just
understand.
nice being here with you. And
Hey, you know, this is nothing. This is nothing. You know, heavy.
Josh,
He's back.
there he
He's
is.
back.
God damn. People keep texting my phone, bro, like being annoying, bro. Chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But where was we at, man? I know we live and
uh,
shit.
hey,
I
this
I
is the best part about the whole situation, Damon. Live, going live on air, there is the unknown about what can happen, and it's not like this is a pre-recorded thing where I can edit it and chop it. I got past that years ago, but yeah, that's live TV, live
Yo, people actually
broadcast.
watching this shit though. That's dope.
Yeah, I see people coming in from YouTube. I see people coming in from Facebook and Twitter. And then you said you're gonna re-air this on. I'm gonna send you the finished product so you can air it on your IG later.
so
Yeah, man.
I
So
I'd
we were just
asked
kind of
you
talking.
about the loyalty video. I remember you said
Oh yeah, let me tell you about that shit. That shit was crazy. That's the story behind that. I ain't gonna talk too much because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. But
nah, yeah.
man, niggas almost got robbed in New York, bro. But luckily, you know what I mean? Ah,
That I mean,
you know what I
There was
mean?
there, uh, Damon, you got a question on my Facebook feed. It's from hey Bams. It's from Derek Saunders.
That's
Um,
family. Shout out to D.
right
Hey,
there,
yeah,
there.
he asked you a question, man. He just wanted to know what the hardest thing about doing music was for you.
being away from my family. That's the hardest thing in the world. I'm a
That's about it.
Capricorn. I'm a family oriented man. I like to be around my family. And the thing is, the hardest thing
Damon,
is
you don't
people.
believe that horoscope shit, do you?
I mean,
Come
I
on.
do in a sense.
Okay.
I
Hey,
kind of do.
hey.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying? But
I'm a Gemini. I get a lot of flack for being a Gemini.
I'm a
So
man of God. So at the end of the day, I believe in God. I believe in what He does for my life and how He directs my life. So I don't go to the tarot and do all of that. I'm just saying, like, I'm an understanding man, and this shit goes parallel with my life. You know what I'm saying? It goes parallel with if I say, hey, if this is what I'm reading and this should go parallel with my life, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's something cool to fuck with, but I'm not living my life solely by some zodiac sign shit. Like I'm
I
being
got you.
directly and divinely guided by the Most High God, Yahweh. So at the end of the day,
he'll
yeah,
bless you too.
that joint was crazy, bro. Shout out to Fat Trail though, man. Shout out to Fat Trail. I love that nigga, man. Like, you know, but hardest part about doing music is people not understanding what it takes when you coming from an untapped market. Nobody believe. Nobody don't believe your vision. Nobody don't see it. So you gotta show them sometimes. And I think me leaving Baltimore was like showing motherfuckers, like, man, I'm not staying here. I'm out. I'm
Ha-
about to go where I'm.
Have you ever been in? Have you ever been in the booth with somebody? Like you ever been in the like dealing with a producer or an artist where you feel like not that you feel like, but like have you ever been in the booth with somebody and it's like it's hard to work with them and in a sense of not hard to work with off of their
That's a good
skill set
question.
or anything, but it's like like it's frustrating.
Um, no, no. I can honestly say that.
I was expecting something, but you know, hey,
No,
I mean,
I don't fuck with people. So if I'm fucking with you and I'm doing a record with you, like I'm fucking with you. Like I don't just be walking to people like, hey, let's do a record. Like, no. I don't really I don't really put myself out there to the point where um I don't really put myself out there like that. You know, to scrutiny,
I
to
feel you.
just working with anybody. Like I fuck with who fuck with me. So I don't really. And for the most part, I don't have a problem with working with nobody. Like I could call anybody and work with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't step on nobody's toes. I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I ain't fuck nobody girl. Well, not that I know of, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it G. I'm a real one. So people respect that. I come with peace and prosperity, and I have some things I can teach them as well. So it's a beautiful thing. I ain't never run into nobody that I felt like, man, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, I fuck with everybody who doing something. Because like I said in the beginning of this conversation, it takes a lot to really put yourself out there to want to do this. It takes a lot to put yourself in a position to just want to get heard. You know what I'm saying? It take a
I
lot. This
got you,
shit
man.
ain't easy, bro. This shit take a lot, bro. It's like, yo, like sometimes, yo, my own family went against a nigga. You feel me? My own family told me I wasn't gonna make it, or people I had close to me told me they don't believe in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if I fucking listened to them. I mean, now though, it's not just back then. I'm talking about now. Like, nigga, I don't believe in what you doing. I don't believe in that song. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. I'm like, damn. So cool. Thank you for cutting yourself off. Get the fuck away from me. I move like that. So I don't have to disrespect you or treat you like shit in order for you to know I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fuck with you. But shout out to Dirk, man. Dirk is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Dirk, my brother for real. Like, we spent many days kicking it. He'll tell you. Plenty days, bro.
And I've been there with both of
Hey,
them.
well, you know, I want to thank you, hey, Damon. I want to thank
Yo,
you
I
for
hope
coming
y'all
on the
have a
show,
good
man.
interview, man. I hope this
we
shit,
gonna
I
we're
hope
gonna
this
kick it
really,
in.
I hope this really inspire the next person. I want to say this to the artists and whoever that's watching this and wherever this goes in the future. To my future self, you become what you think about. Your mindset, it drives you to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people speak negative self-talk upon themselves and get mad at the results. We really become what we think about. So we have to be very mindful of what we say to ourselves, what we say about other people, because we are each other. Believe it or not, we all experience the same shit. Some of us be broke, some of us be up, some of us be up, some of us be down, some of us be sad, some of us be happy, some of us be, you know what I'm saying? This shit just a human experience that we all are experiencing right now. So be kind to one another, be supportive to one another, especially in Baltimore. That shit don't cost nothing, bro. Like it don't cost nothing, bro. $0 to take a nigga shit and post it, or to say, yo, I fuck with dude on your podcast. Especially if he ain't do shit for you, do shit to you.
Right.
All I care about is making sure Baltimore gets the credit we deserve. Fuck all that trying to come to our city, get the bag, and then run off. Fuck all that trying to steal our sound. Motherfuckers not paying homage. I'm going for the Baltimore artists. I want to see everybody in my city that we did these little rinky-dink ass shows that we went and struggled and had to put together to get gas money, to put together to get studio money. This shit it means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the real hood. Like, I'm from the real streets. Like, and I never exude that type of energy because I don't want that energy to come back to me. So everybody out there, support one another, love one another, and remember, you become what you think about. Shout out to Mike Mack for giving me that book. I was 26 years old when he gave me that book, and I'll never forget it. And that's probably why I want to push myself to be in the top 1% of the people in the world, top 5%. Really, the top 1% is the people who own or have most of the nation's wealth. So I'm going towards that. You know, it's not many black people in the top 1%, period. It's not many people in the top 1% anyway. So it's not really that many African Americans that's in that type of environment that can trickle this shit down to our family and our friends. Fuck your color. I don't give a fuck you white, black, Asian, or whatever. It's about respect or loyalty, my nigga. Respect and loyalty takes you further than anything. So understand, Matt, what you're doing right now, this shit is going to reach the moon, my guy. And I encourage you to keep fucking going and keep tapping in with the people who make sense. Not the I'm not saying don't fuck with who don't fuck with that person. Tap in with the people who gonna tell you the real, bro. Who gonna go break it down. Shout out to Boss Man. Shout out to Mully Man. Shout out to Scar Akbar. Rest in peace to Tyree Coleon. Shout out to my nigga Scar. I said it again. Shout out to everybody who I love and who love me for free. That's all I ask, bro. I'm a loyal nigga, and I just want the world to hear my story. And I can't wait to get more music, more time, and more experiences for y'all. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, Babs, you know what it is. DM me a number, nigga. Let's chat, man. Yo, what's up, man? Holla at me, man.
Hey, we'll be
Hey, Blue,
we'll chop up and post
I
show.
wouldn't have. I wouldn't have reached out to you if I didn't know you had some real shit to say
Yeah,
and
hell
some real
yeah,
shit
man.
to talk about.
I got so
I
much
told
more,
him,
but do me a favor though.
I told Matt, I said, let